Congratulations, you are making a video game, or you want to make a video game. That is awesome, that is incredible, welcome to the club. You're gonna learn how to do art, how to program, how to make cool characters, do dialogue, and here in the 21st century, you have all the resources at your disposal to do it all, likely for free, likely all by yourself. But statistically, you probably won't. There's probably a 90% chance that you won't finish the game that you want to make right now, but that leaves you 10%, and if you're here, you're putting in your research, you're watching this video, then you're less likely to be part of that 90%, so congratulations. And the fact that you're watching this shows that to a degree, you are motivated. But in a project that will take you at least 2 years longer than you think it will, motivation doesn't actually matter. In fact, if you're looking for motivation at all, then you're looking for the complete wrong thing. When you're a year into your project, maybe even a month, whenever that first spark of passion runs out, motivation won't be enough. Inspiration won't be enough, because those are unreliable emotions that depend on everything around you. How you're feeling, how many other priorities you've got going on, how stressed you feel. And those are important things, but like anything in life, if it's hard and you don't always want to do it, and you only do it when you want to, you're not going to do it. So I'm going to give you this instead, alright? Discipline. Discipline is forcing yourself to do something even when it is inconvenient or when you don't want to do it. And I'm not just about to sit here and tell you, okay, make a game. No. But I have learned some strategies over the years of how to actually get that discipline, keep it, and how to force yourself to do something when you don't want to. Because that's kind of hard. So for game developers where discipline is 80%, if not more of it, this is what you need to keep in mind. Number 1, balancing the things that you want to do with the things that you have to learn. Game development is a ton of skills, like I said earlier. It's art, programming, music, marketing, whatever, a bunch of things. And odds are that you don't really love doing all of those things. You're probably not passionate about every single one. And so you probably drift towards the things that you do enjoy, which is good. That keeps you motivated. But what did we learn about motivation? So you're inevitably going to have to do things that you don't enjoy, but what you can do is do it segmented with the things you do like. So, for example, I really like doing art, but I don't really like coding, which is ironic because I'm a computer science major, but anyway. If I ever make a sprite, I tell myself, okay, if I make this art, I then have to implement it. I have to spend the time to then put it in the game. That way pretty much ensures that I'm getting my little dopamine hit, I'm doing what I want to do, but I'm also doing something that I wouldn't want to do otherwise. And you could apply that to a whole lot of things. Maybe you really like doing music. Well, it's like, okay, if you're gonna make the sound effect for this bush, then you need to make the bush, you know? There's a lot of other better ways that I could explain it, but you get the idea. Number 2 is setting goals, but being smart with setting them, because you can't just say, okay, I'm gonna make art for my game right now. I'm gonna, I don't know, finish this game by 2025. You gotta follow a recipe, and it's the SMART recipe. S stands for specific. You're not just gonna make art for your game. No. You're gonna make the player sprite. You're gonna make the third frame of this battle animation. You're gonna make the soundtrack for this area. You're gonna make the sound effect for this bush. Something specific, something good. M is for measurable. This one's pretty self-explanatory. You either make the art or you don't make the art. You code it or you don't code it. But more importantly, A is for achievable, which means it's actually
the better question is, what is AI good at?
Accomplish. R is for relevant, which is the most important one, if I'm being honest. Because when you're making
not so much as coding, right?
You want to have in the back of your brain, why am I doing this specifically right now? Because motivation will tell you, okay, you want to make art, you like making art, let's go make all the art for your game. But if you want to make a game, you want to make a successful game, you gotta be disciplined, and being disciplined means coding.
With shitty coding?
So is it more important to make really cool animations, or is it more important to get the actual
There is no way the AI is shitty coding.
What you're doing and what you're
it's just a glorified Google. You can find everything in the
to enhancing your gameplay, because above all else, gameplay is the most important part. And I can make a whole video about that, which I'll do another time, but for now, that's what it means. But T is for time measuring? Time bound. You want to set an actual schedule, and even if it's just like, oh, I'm gonna have this done by Saturday, that's good. That's all you need. Because if you tell yourself, okay, I'm gonna have the dialogue system in this game done by Wednesday, then in your brain you're gonna be like, okay, on Monday I need to start watching a tutorial. Tuesday I'm gonna do some art for the UI. And then Wednesday I can put it all together and it should be good. Just having that general timeline in your brain helps so much. Even if it's not something super concrete, keeping it general but keeping it there is gonna keep you much more disciplined to actually do it. And the more you set those goals and attain them, the more it becomes a habit, See where I'm going with this? That's what the whole discipline thing is about. Number 3 is connecting yourself to some sort of community. Telling other people about your game doesn't just hold you accountable to the game, but it also helps you feel a lot more motivated and therefore disciplined because other people are seeing it. You have something to share. The thing about games is that you finish it when you're finished with it. And so if you don't have any sort of freckle of recognition reward before then, it's gonna be really hard to stay with it. Even just like showing friends what you're doing, having a group of people who are interested, right? There's so many game development Discord servers. If you're a student, see if your school has a game development club, especially college. Oh my gosh, amazing. Or even making a social media account where you can show people this is what you're doing and this is how it's going so far. You should definitely only do that after your game reaches a certain point, because otherwise it can kind of have reverse effect. But you get the idea here that endorsing your brain with those little hits of dopamine that it gets from recognition is gonna make it so much nicer of a process, and it's gonna be really cool because you'll meet a lot of cool people. There's always my Discord server in the description. Lots of cool game devs in there, but anyway. Number 4 is tracking your achievements. You're not gonna see
Quinn 69 is making a Vampire Survives live with chat integration with AI doing 99% of the work.
Tutorials on
When will
coding,
you
learning
make
how
God
to
Game
even
Game?
begin doing pixel art, and a lot of that.
I mean, we
stuff
definitely
isn't
need
gonna
more
be
Vampire
finally
Survivor likes.
and so when you look
That's,
back, it can feel like, damn, I haven't
that's for
made any
sure.
progress, and I've been at this for like 6 months. This is why I encourage you to keep a list of every little thing that you do every day for your game. That was one of the best things that I ever did, is on my OneNote, which I use to organize all my game dev stuff. I had a list of everything that I did for every day, whether it was like, oh, I followed this tutorial, oh, I made this player sprite. Even if it was the tiniest little thing, looking back on that list was so nice because it felt like, okay, I've spent 6 months on this, but it hasn't been useless.
It was useless. Seeking, Sartwood, Lyris, Chaosor, thank you for the 4 years. Forsen E, Forsen Fist, Getcha Hyper, Drew the Badge. The gaming market is giga oversaturated now. I don't think I've ever seen, as someone who actually browses the fucking new releases on Steam very frequently, I don't think I have ever seen more little games being like, not even little games, right? But like little games that aren't even games, just like tutorial, like indie game YouTube tutorial platformers. You know what I'm saying? Like this, like absolute, like horrendous shit. I don't think I've seen it more ever than right now. It's the highest it's ever been. We need to exterminate the indie game market, alright? Burn it to the ground so that something new can rise from the ashes. There's too many motherfuckers. Too many motherfuckers trying to make games. Pyre Software is telling everyone to make games.